Alright then everybody, this is Yara here. Welcome to another episode of Dueling Book Replays, and this is going to be a high rated Dueling Book, and it has Gianfranco, which is currently the number 4 player on Dueling Book ladder, the rank ladder, so you know he's a skilled player. But as always, if you haven't already, click that like button, click that subscribe button, and now let's get started. So they do this rock paper scissors, and over here Gianfranco won the rock paper scissors. He's decided to go first. He's going up against Naughty Claw. So over here, Gianfranco starts off with Oliver, Rhoda, Droplet, Connector, and Coltwing. Oh, it sucks that he drew the Coltwing, but yeah, a skilled player like him should know how to play with Coltwing opening. So the opponent starts off with Emergence, the Long John, the Sacred Summit, and the Ashuna and the Mo Yi. So he's playing Swordsoul. So yeah, let's get started. So it starts out with Connector. He has nothing under 800, so he won't be able to destroy anything. But he's able to pitch out the Cold Wing, which is like one of the crucial ways to play with a Cold Wing opening. A lot of people say that Cold Wing means that you can't play with this deck. No, no, no. If you're skilled with this deck, then you're able to combo with a Cold Wing opening for sure. So, uh, he's saying is okay. So he's reading the cards. So starts off with Rhoda. Gets a copy of Fireflint Lady. He's gonna go ahead and link those two off. He's probably gonna go ahead and activate the connector second effect to attribute itself, special summon out Aqua Dolphin. Special uses Soul second effect to so he can just combo off freely since he knows he has no hand trap, so he's gonna activate connector second effect to special summon out the Dolphin. Dolphin effect it's a soft once per turn. This card is insane. So pitches out the red layer, destroys the Long John. It's gonna go ahead and link those off for another copy of Isolde. Links those off for Halki. Halki effect to special summon out the 001. Gonna link that off for a copy of the Aurora Dawn. Gets those tokens out. Special summons out the 001. So he's gonna go ahead and synchro those two for a Balmung. He's gonna go ahead and pop the Balmung, special summon out the Cold Wing, then 001 will come out to play once again. He's going to go ahead and go into the Power Tool, reveals 3 copies of DDR, adds a DDR. He's going to go ahead and overlay those two. This is actually level 7 because he gains the levels of tokens, so that's why he's able to do that. So overlays for the Draco sack, my bad. Then special out the tokens, goes into the shooting star, pitches out the red layer, goes into the Roland. He's gonna go ahead and banish both of those. Special summon out. He's gonna go ahead and pitch the Phoenix Blade, special summon out the Balmung from the banish pile. He's gonna activate the Draco Sack effect to tribute itself to pop the Balmung effect on graveyard to special summon out the Cold Wing effect, special summon out 2 tokens, and then 001 will come out. Goes into another copy of Power Tool. He's gonna reveal 3 Durandals. He probably wants access to the Renaud. Gonna go ahead and special summon out the Charles. Activates Durandal effect to add Renaud. Renaud special summon itself since it controls a Fire Warrior. Renaud effect targeting out the DDR engrave. It's gonna go ahead and link those off. Synchro those off for the Omega. Omega is gonna go ahead and rip one out. It's gonna reap the Emergence. It's gonna go ahead and banish both of those to get the Phoenix Blade back from graveyard. Pitches out the Phoenix Blade to special summon out the Balmung. Now Charles effect activates, and then a lot of people don't know how this interaction works. Well, it says right here, look, discard 1 card, then target one of your banished monsters, special summon it in attack position, and equip it with this card. So it equips after it's summoned, so that's why Charles is able to activate. So even if you summon Charles off of the DDR, you're still able to get a pop. So a little ruling that you may want to know. So special summon out the Cold Wing with the Balmung. Gonna go ahead and Charles popped the Balmont. Balmont special summon out the Cold Wing. Then the 2 tokens come out in 001. It's gonna go ahead and go into the Arc Light. It's gonna go ahead and go into the Savage. Equip the Needle Fiber. Banish both of those to get the Phoenix Blade. Sets a copy of Droplet. This is gonna be the Roland effect during the end phase to pitch this from grave and add a copy of Gearfried. Now Charles effect to equip the Durandal and the Oliver. So my next gonna pass turn. So he has a pop with the captain. He has 2 Omni Negates and he has a Droplet. So and a lot of follow up. So ooh, the top deck Dark Ruler no more. The perfect card in this scenario. Not even Droplet would have been enough because the Arc Light prevents from sending grave from paying cost from monsters from hand. But Dark Ruler no more is just the perfect card. So it's gonna activate the Dark Ruler no more. It's gonna go ahead and special summon out the Ashuna. Now it's gonna go ahead and activate the Mo-Yi effect, reveal the Sacred Summit. It's gonna go ahead and chain the Droplet. He's saying thinking. Activate the Sacred Summit, so special summon out the Long John. It's gonna go ahead and go into the Yasi effect. Pop the Charles. And now Durandal effect. A lot of people forget that this has a second effect. Not only a Rhoda, but it also special summons out a Fire Warrior when the monster leaves the field that it was equipped to. So special summon out the Renaud effect to get a copy of DDR, I'm assuming. Yeah, DDR. So Tai Yi effect to banish that out, special summon out a token. Then I go ahead and synchro those for the Swordmaster, the Grandmaster Chichao. So he's saying that's okay. He activates the Mo-Yi and the Chachi. He's probably using Mo-Yi as Chainlink 2. Goes into the Droplet and then the Blackout. So activates the Adara. Gonna add the Ashuna effect. Special summon out the Vishura. Okay, yeah. So they're catching that we're like you can only use each effect per turn. So he was trying to use it a second time. So yeah, Ashuna stays in hand. He's saying first not playing with this deck, also learning my bad. No problem, just go on. He goes into the Shaman. So activate Shaman effect to pitch and target the. Okay, so it's gonna go into a Monk. It's gonna go into the battle phase. Monk effect to pop the Burrow Load. Attack the Aurora Dawn and then attack the Arc Light, sets the Blackout and the Droplet. So he has to go up against a monster negate plus a Blackout and a Droplet. So 2 pops, a negate, and another negate. So draws into Call by the Grave. The Omega comes back. Emergence comes back as well. So he's saying think. So activates the Gearfried in hand to banish out Living Fossil. He's baiting out something. He's saying reading. So he's gonna activate the Oliver effect to try to equip to Gearfried. He's probably gonna change something in response to that. He's gonna chain the Blackout. So he wants to pop Gearfried before he gets equipped to anything. So now this does not target, so he's gonna have to chain the Omega, or else he's gonna lose the Omega. So he's gonna go ahead and chain the Omega, chaining 3 Omega. And then he's gonna go ahead and chain Droplet to negate the Omega. So he doesn't want him to rip the emergence from hand. So now he's free to play. He can just banish out either the Charles or the Gearfried and special summon it with DDR. So he's gonna go ahead and banish out the Gearfried and Charles, activate the DDR, pitching out the Phoenix Blade, special summon out the Gearfried, and banish both of those to get another copy of the Phoenix Blade. Activate Captain Roland effect to equip itself. So this is at 38 right now, gains 300 and 500. So activate the Omega effect, target the Ashuna. Alright then, to return it, to shuffle it. Omega shuffle and Ashuna shuffle. Battle phase, attack this. So he's gonna go ahead and probably try to equip the Grandmaster, because it does not have to equip the monster it's trying to target. So that is not that it's attacking. So he's gonna go ahead and chain the Grandmaster to try to negate Gearfried, and then he's just gonna chain the Gearfried to negate and destroy. So now he's gonna go ahead and attack that. He's gonna go ahead and banish out 2 to add the Phoenix Blade back and equip it. Probably gonna set the Call by the Grave. Goes into the Mo Yi, so he's gonna go ahead and activate the emergence. Add a copy of Mo Yi. Okay. Now he's gonna go ahead and just pass his turn. Yeah, draws into the Heritage. Heritage is gonna go ahead and search the Renaud. Renaud, special summon itself. Add the copy of Red Layer. It's gonna go ahead and tribute summon the token. Go into the Red Layer and yep. So that's game. That's 50 more than 5,000. So next game, there's 16 watchers. People really want to watch the outcome of this match. So now we're gonna go into game 2. That was a pretty good game, honestly. The Dark Ruler No More top deck was absolutely insane. So Gianfranco starts off with triple tactic, Red Layer, Pankratops, Coldwing, and Durando. So second time he draws the Coldwing. Hate to see it. And the opponent starts off with Emergence, Anti-Spell, the Vessel, the Blackout, and Pot of Desire. So he's probably gonna start out with Emergence. Okay. Grabs a copy of Mo Yi. Activate Pot of Desires. He doesn't even have to worry about, since he already has access to Blackout, he doesn't have to worry about banishing multiples of it. Gonna go ahead and draw us into the V-Shooter and Anti-Spell. So not bad, not bad. So special out the V-Shooter, go into the Monk. Activates the Vessel effect to send. A copy of Adara and a copy of Ashuna, and adds Adara to his hand. Go ahead and goes into the Adara. Activate Ashuna effect to special out a copy of the V-Shooter. Okay. Gonna go ahead and synchro both of those for a Baxia. Okay. Baxia effect. Pop to special summon out the Adara. So he's probably gonna let's see. So he's gonna go ahead and synchro both of those off for a Xiao Fang. Okay. All right then. So when your opponent can activate effects, so now he won't be able to activate Connector. So no, wait. He just won't be able to activate Asolde. Yeah, Asolde, because Asolde is light. So since he used a light monster with Xiao Fang, a lot of people forget what Xiao Fang does. It says, while this synchro summon card is on the field, your opponent cannot activate effects of monsters with the same original attribute as the Yang Xing monsters used for the synchro of this card. So Since they used a light monster, they won't be able to activate light monsters. So normal summon out Moi reveals the blackout special summon out token. It's gonna go ahead and go into the synchro activate effect. Probably gonna go Moi 2, synchro 1. Draws into the Tai Yi. And another copy of blackout. Okay. So sets 2 blackouts and an anti-spell fragrance and passes turn. So he's saying it's main phase 1 good. He's probably gonna activate the anti-spell in the standby phase. Yep. So he's saying think special summon out Pankratops effect to pop the anti-spell. Activate Durandal. Special summon out red layer. Special summon out red layer. Special summon out Renaud effect to add the Durandal. He's gonna go ahead and chain the blackout. What in the world? And he sends his own Xiao Fang. Wow, why is he sending out his own Xiao Fang? This was preventing him from going into the Isolde. So Isolde is a huge part of this deck. So because he couldn't use light monsters effects. So that is an interesting choice right there. I would have probably just rather send the Grandmaster. I know you're out of a negate, but still, you know. Activates the Xiao Fang effect in Grave. It's probably gonna add either Ash Blossom or Effect Veiler. So he's gonna go ahead and he's thinking, special summon out the red layer effect to add a copy of red layer. He negates the red layer. Why? Why is he negating the red layer? It makes no sense. He wasn't gonna be able to special summon out the second copy of red layer. Because you can only special summon out when you control no monsters. So he's negating the red layer. Okay. It activates blackout effect to special summon out a token. Triple tactic to draw 2. Okay. Draws into the Ogier and another copy of Durandal. Ogier effect to send 1. He's gonna go ahead and send a copy of Oliver. Gonna go ahead and link those 2 off for Isolde. This would have never been able to happen if he kept the Xiao Fang on the field. So it's gonna go ahead and activate the first effect to add a copy of Gearfried. Oliver effect. So now he won't be able to target it. Why is he letting this go through? Chain Veiler to the Oliver effect. A lot of people don't read cards. Look, Oliver says, while this card is equipped to your opponent cannot target the equipped monster with card effect, so he won't be able to target the Isolde with effect Veiler. So then activate the Ogier to equip it to the Isolde. Gonna activate Isolde's effect to send 3 to special summon out the Dolphin. Dolphin effect to pitch the Cult Wing. Yeah, destroys the effect Veiler. So, okay. So many things to dissect here. So, what I'm thinking is, I'm going to save this Veiler for the Hulk, right? I'm outplaying him by saving this effect Veiler for either the Aurora Dawn or the Hulky Fibrax. But he knew he wanted to do that. That's why he special summoned out the Aqua Dolphin before he got to the Hulk. So now he's gonna go ahead and banish out both of those to add the Phoenix Blade. I'm gonna go ahead and link those off for the Unicorn effect to shuffle back the Synchro and attack the token. And equip the Durandal for follow-up so he can special summon out the Renaud. So he draws a copy of Infinite Impermanence. So he's saying thinking here. He's gonna go ahead and normal summon out Tai Yi. Tai Yi effect to banish 1 and then summon a token. Adara effect to banish and add one. Add a copy of Ashuna. V-Shura effect to return the unicorn. So yeah, it has to be sent to grave in order for that to happen. Because the equipped monster is sent to graveyard, you can target one level 4. Yeah, so if he, that's why he used the V-Shooter on this. So he's gonna go into the Chao Chi. He's gonna go ahead and probably do Chainlink 1 Swordmaster and Chainlink 2 Tai. So sends a copy of Mo Yi, attacks with the Grandmaster. He's gonna go ahead and set Imperm, set Blackout, and then he already has anti-spell fragrance, so pass turn. So he's saying on standby phase, flip over the anti-spell. So right here he's gonna go ahead and banish out Living Fossil to activate the Gearfried effect. So now he's letting this go through. Why is he letting this go through? I don't get it. I really don't get it. He should have chained infinite permanence before Oliver. I just think he hasn't read the cards, honestly, because this prevents from destruction, so he won't be able to destroy with Blackout, and this prevents from targeting. This prevents from destruction, and this prevents from targeting. So if he impermed before the Oliver was equipped, then Gearfried would have still been negated, but he would have been able to run him over either way. So, but he should have popped it before he got to this point. So activate the Blackout, pop the 2 equips, since he can't pop the Gearfried, and then main phase 2, set a copy of Durandal, set a copy of Heritage, and pass his turn. So, ooh, order, okay. Special summon out the Ashuna, go into the Monk. Ashuna effect to banish, and special summon out the Dara. He's saying thinking here. It's a lot of thinking. Saying a bit faster. Yeah, he's taking a long time. So he's going into the Shaman. Shaman effect to pitch the order. Special summon out the Monk. Okay. So he is going to go ahead and activate the Shaman effect. It pops it. Attacks with the Monk. Attacks with, yeah, so okay then. So yep, oh, and the Lightning Storm, perfect top deck. We have 20 watchers watching this. Wait, what? When an attack, you can. Oh yeah, I forgot about anti-spell. My bad. Yeah, yeah, but this Lightning Storm would have been clutch if it wasn't for the anti-spell. So he's gonna go ahead and activate the Durandal, equip into one of these 2. It doesn't really matter. Add the red layer. Activate Heritage to add a copy of Renaud. Special summon out red layer. Special summon out the Renaud effect to add the Gearfried. Yeah, and this should just be game, honestly. I don't see the Swordsoul player coming back from this. It's gonna go into the I sold the first effect to add Renaud. I sold the second effect. It's gonna go ahead and send 1. Special not the Fire Flint Lady. It's gonna go ahead and banish 2 to add a copy of Phoenix Blade. It's gonna go ahead and link those off. The Nightmare Unicorn to he's afraid of this back row. Might be like a sudden shift or something. So it's gonna shuffle it. Banish out the DDR to special now Gearfried, equip with Oliver, equip with Ogier. I love the interaction with Anti-Spell and the Infernoble Night Monsters effect, because they can do it because they're not technically spells until they get equipped. So it's a very cool ruling that you may want to do. So this is a legal play under anti-spell. Attack with the Gearfried effect to equip the monk. So he's gonna destroy this by battle, equip the monk, and then Nightmare Unicorn is gonna attack directly. Sets a copy of Lightning Storm and passes turn. The third anti-spell. So yeah, I mean, this is a very good replay. That was a very good match, honestly. Although the Naughty Claw made a lot of mistakes because he wasn't reading these cards. So I don't think it would have made much of a difference, but it probably would have gone to game 3 if he read the cards better. But yeah, that was pretty insane from Gianfranco. But alright then, guys, thank you so much for sticking around until the end of the video, and I will catch you on the next episode of Dueling Book Replays. Take care.